7 Minutes in Intermodal.
Welcome back to 7 Minutes in Intermodal. This is episode number 7, and I'm very excited about this one because I've been following Quickloadz and Chris Jenkins on LinkedIn for a while now. And since I started this podcast, I got connected with him, and there's definitely more than one ways to move a container. And Quickloadz Robotic Trailers has very, very interesting solution for that front. So Chris, I'm glad to finally get connected this way, and welcome to the podcast.
Yes, thank you. It's great to be here, and I can't wait to have 7 minutes with you to talk about Quickloadz.
So you're the director of sales there at Quickloadz, right? Out of Ohio?
Correct. Southeastern Ohio, actually in Athens, Ohio.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about what you're doing there, and then just a quick rundown on Quickloadz.
Again, I'm director of sales. We manufacture bed-mounted units that go back on the back of chassis, either single, tandem, even some of the new Mac granites that are in 3 for mining. So
Right.
We have a bed-mounted unit in a 20K that can go on as small as unit as say like an F650 that can do empty containers without a CDL, all the way up to doing heavily loaded 20-footers on the back of a tandem 3-axle truck that can handle heavier loads. We also make 20 and 40-foot goosenecks, pull with a pickup, 1 ton or larger. And then we make the bigger guys that are in the 40K and the 60K, pull with a semi. And then we have some units sprinkled in and out of those that are kind of like specialty that you can also go on our website and take a look at those too.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen the videos, and I'm definitely going to somehow get the videos as well out in action, right? The ones you post on LinkedIn. And it's amazing to see. And I know that the idea came from the construction industry, right? Is that the founder was in construction when this kind of came about? Is that correct?
Yes, he actually is, I want to say like a second generation engineer that found out he didn't like working in the office. So he started a construction business, and that led him into the containers, which is kind of a byproduct. Then he figured out that there was a need for containers, so he started doing storage, and then he literally sold that. Took a couple years to design this, 3 years to do patents and come up with trial runs and design improvements, and it led to Quickloadz. So his son works there too, as head of VP of engineering. So they're a family of engineers, and I tease people, we actually have more engineers than we do salespeople.
Well, hey, that gives you the great product that you have. Now it's just a matter of getting it out. So that's a big piece of the equation. With that, what I had in mind was with a container can be used in so many different industries, right? With what y'all do, maybe being in Ohio, is it specialized within any specific industry, or do y'all actually do a lot of, let's say, port work or service to people who do port work and rail intermodal, or is it within a specific industry? That's what I was trying to figure out.
I would say what's happening with the container industry, the usage and stuff it's not just the ports. It's everywhere. It's import, it's export, it's construction. I'm surprised at the calls we get. It's everybody has a use for containers. From one of our biggest markets happening right now is mobile pop-up storage sites, to ports, railheads coming off railheads and going to locations. A lot of times import business is coming now where the product comes to include the shipping container. So the shipping container is part of the packaging. So a lot of these things are coming in from Asia, pre-packaged in a shipping container. So these companies that are doing business and ordering their product and getting the shipping container included, they're having ways to deliver it, and they're reaching out to us. So container modifiers, government, Department of Energy, firefighters.
Okay.
I mean, just every day I'm amazed at who's using containers.
Right.
A lot of hotshot guys, and our container trailers can be a rollback. They can be a dump truck. They can load dead equipment. They can offload palletized material. So, in this day where trucking industry is looking for profitability,
Right.
we do have a trailer that's very diversified. People talk about diversifying their 401k. Hey, diversify your trucks and trailers.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're going to have to coin that phrase. I like that. And with that's what I was thinking, because you don't need any other sort of equipment in order to load and unload the container with some of your trailers. I mean, you have what you need.
Correct.
Yeah.
One guy, he can be like you, young and good looking, or he can be like me, old and not as physically as prowess as I
Oh,
used to
come
be.
on.
You can be a disabled veteran. You can be a petite woman in trucking. So
Right.
any but one guy in the cab of the truck with a smartphone can load empty 20-foot containers, or he can unload heavily loaded 40s without a
Right.
crane, without
Anything else?
a forklift, or even straps or binders. That has auto lock. So it's a one-man show, and it's very safe too.
Yeah, that's a big factor. And I did see that on y'all's website. As I was looking at it throughout the weeks, safety is always mentioned on the website. Just to wrap up here, I always like to leave off with this. If there's one thing you would like the container world and intermodal world to know about Quickloadz, what would that be?
If you're going to be in the container business, the speed, the safety, and the convenience of logistically having one person at one site, you're eventually going to circle back to Quickloadz.
I like that, and that makes sense, though. I mean, it's the truth. So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, thanks for coming on. I'm definitely going to make sure people can see the videos, because after you see it, it makes a lot more sense. And this has been great. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have y'all back on as y'all continue to develop and attack the market. So thanks again, Chris.
Hey, thank you